I'm hiring. Who wants a job?
Oh, sweet. I just graduated. Let me find my resume.
Oh, sorry, our position's closed. As you can see, we received a lot of applications. What?
Graduating from college in the US as an international student with no plan is probably one of the craziest things I've ever done in my life, but I have no regrets.
I don't think you're trying hard enough.
Bro, what? I've applied to 94 jobs this week.
Okay, what about Indeed?
Scrap the whole thing.
LinkedIn?
Yes, I'm on there 5 times a day.
Have you even tried reaching out to people at the company?
Yes.
I just declined a final interview offer and I don't know how to feel about it.
If you are in a job right now and it's not the best job, but you're in a flipping job, whatever you do, don't go. Stay. Deal with it. Deal with the shit. Deal with the stress.
I just had an interview at Sephora and the lady told me over 200 people have applied for a part-time position.
Welcome to 2025. We're trying to get a job feels like playing a rigged game of Squid Game. But instead of dying, you just keep refreshing your email and dying inside. We're looking for a passionate team player with endless energy and a willingness to work weekends for free. Oh yeah, let me just sell my soul. And a kidney while I'm at it. Job hunting in 2025 is basically a full-time job, except you don't get paid, get benefits, or feel like a functioning member of society. And don't worry, rejection still comes in 2 flavors. Ghosted, or we went with someone more aligned with our needs. Well, aligned with your nepotism maybe? If you've ever opened your inbox just to be disappointed, again, hit that like button. Let's talk about why the job market in 2025 is built like a bad dating app.
I just had an interview at Sephora and the lady told me over 200 people have applied for a part-time position and she hasn't even checked it recently. The last time she checked, 200 people. Over. How am I supposed to get a job in this economy when 200 people are applying for a part-time position? She's like, yeah, I still have to do some more interviews this week and check out who applied. No. Hire me. 2 girls in there literally thought I was already working. They came and asked for my help. Girl, I already got the job. They think I'm working there, why can't you?
If you're struggling with the job market right now, just know that I literally was offered a job, signed a legal contract, was told to quit my current job, was meted and greeted by the whole team, gotten coffee, so excited to have you next week. And then on my last day of my 2 weeks notice for the job that they told me to quit, I was told that the company did not have the funds to bring on a new person and they were rescinding my offer.
If you are in a job right now and it's not the best job, but you're in a flipping job, whatever you do, don't go. Stay. Deal with it. Deal with the shit. Deal with the stress. As much as you can handle, just deal with it. Cause bro, the job market is cooked. When I say cooked, it's hella flipping cooked. People have been telling me, oh, the market's gonna pick up, the market's gonna pick up, the market's gonna pick up. My guy, I don't think it's ever picking up. I'm being told that I'm not experienced enough, even though I'm doing that exact same job in a different company. What do you mean I'm not experienced enough? The salary is the same. It's the same job. If you've got a job, be grateful for it. If you don't, just keep on praying, man. I don't know when the hell all of this madness is gonna end, man.
I don't think you're trying hard enough.
Bro, what? I've applied to 94 jobs this week.
Okay, what about Indeed?
Scrap the whole thing.
LinkedIn?
Yes, I'm on there 5 times a day.
Have you even tried reaching out to people at the company?
Yes, and they won't email me back.
Has anyone emailed you back?
Yeah, I've literally had calls with people at the company. They've pushed my resume, and I still don't even get an interview.
Did you follow up? Bro, yes. I don't know, man.
So I accepted a job offer at a retail store to help me with my bills, help me provide for my kid. And I've been looking for almost 3 months. And I finally get accepted to a job only for it to be canceled. I have to go in and talk to the manager because I went in to see about when my start date and all that was. He couldn't have bothered to call me. Anyway, only to say I wasn't getting the job because I'm related to somebody that would work the same, would be on the same degree. And people wonder why people leave this earth. People wonder why.
I'm hiring. Who wants a job?
Oh, sweet. I just graduated. Let me find my resume.
Oh, sorry, our position's closed. As you can see, we've received a lot of applications. What? 2025 has been one of the toughest job markets out there, and the unemployment rate for new grads is actually horrendous. On top of that, people are using AI tools to mass apply. That's why you can see 100 plus applications in only 2 minutes. But because you follow me, I'm going to show you 3 things you need to do to land a position now. 1. Apply to startup. Big tech might not be hiring, but a lot of startups actually need people. Plus, far less applications and way less competition. I recommend wellfound.com. They have over 150,000 positions. 2. Apply to every single job with a referral. When you have application numbers that look like this, the only way to separate you is if you have a warm connection. Send this message to 15 people who work at a company that you're interested in. 3rd, and this one is pretty rare, and that is get a post-grad internship. The intern to full-time conversion rate will always beat cold hires, so you stand a chance. So I hope this helps, and follow for more.
Yesterday, I got this rejection email that basically said that we have stronger qualified candidates who have experience. And when I applied for that role, I swear to God, it said that you don't need to have experience, you just need to have passion. So why did you tell me to apply? Why are you telling people to apply who have no experience? And then you're saying, no, but we need more qualified candidates, stronger candidates. Then why are you telling me to apply?
Y'all better keep y'all background checks clean. In 2025, in this job market, already it's tough getting a job. You can have a bachelor's, you can have a master's, you can have a PhD, but these jobs will somehow find a way to tell you you're not qualified. Now imagine if you have a messed up background check. You got DUIs, in your record. You have assault charges, you have theft charges. You're going to be unemployed for the rest of your life. Guys, y'all better make sure your background check is clean. Yeah, man, my background check is clean and I'm having a hard time getting a good job. And don't ever drive home drunk after going to a party, a club, a bar. Because once you're pulled over and the police knows, you're going to get DUI.
I just declined a final interview offer, and I don't know how to feel about it. In this job market where it takes months to even get a response from AI, having to walk away from an interview or an offer is crazy. Being expected to live off a non-livable wage is crazier. I would have been expected to move in 30 days with no relocation assistance on $20 an hour. I had to tell the recruiter that I tried finding places that would accommodate that pay, and I couldn't find anything. And she was kind of just like, yeah, I know. Well, let me know if you're interested in the future. And I'm always grateful for every opportunity to get my foot in the door because it is so hard nowadays. I'm still trying to process that I had to walk away from an opportunity when it takes so long to get opportunities. I'm just going to have to trust and believe that something bigger and better is on the way. It was never that we don't want to work. It was always that we want to be able to live. Okay, why are we working if we can't live? Can we make it make sense? Please, can we make it make sense?
Graduating from college in the US as an international student with no plan is probably one of the craziest things I've ever done in my life, but I have no regrets. Initially, when I first came here 4 years ago, I only came here for literally just education and to experience the culture. I have zero interest in having a career or living or staying here by any means. And up until a month before I graduate, I still have no desire of staying in the country whatsoever. Until I was drinking with my friends one night and they said, Valerie, you have to stay in the US, we're gonna miss you so much. And then I realized that, oh my gosh, I literally grew up and went through my teenage years here in the US alone by myself. So I need more time to stay. And that's when I decided to lock in and then get a job and get a career. And I never wanted a job, but I have a panic attack. So I decided to apply for OPT literally overnight. And I paid for premium processing and everything. Oh my gosh. And I just got my first offer yesterday. What the fuck?
Young people don't want to go to work. Young people are lazy. I'm gonna show you guys something. I've applied to 1,100 jobs alone on LinkedIn, and I've applied to 569 jobs on different websites. Mind you, I graduated in the class of 2024 with a business administration major with a concentration in finance. I have 3 internships from 3 big corporations, right? Recently, I had an interview with, I went to a staffing agency, right? And I had 3 rounds of interviews. And I got a response back, and they stated that I wasn't a great fit demographically. I don't know what the fuck that means. And stated that I needed more entry-level experience. It's entry-level for a reason. 2025 job market is cooked.
Let me save y'all hundreds and thousands of dollars if you're looking for a job. So I need y'all to know, as somebody who helps people find jobs, right now, this is a market. The job search industry has become a market. There's all these AI tools. There's hundreds and thousands of coaches. There's all these, this is download my resume, this word, download my ATS resume. Okay, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna save you money. None of that matters. None of that shit matters unless you are networking, but more specifically, unless you are preparing for the interview, studying for the interview, practicing for the interview. None of that matters. And so many people get caught up. Well, I bought this resume template and this person said it was ATS friendly and I bought this course and this. None of that matters. And I tell people that. I've helped 200 people get a job. And from the beginning, I said, listen, I'm going to give you this resume that's going to get your foot in the door. I'm going to tell you what to say in the interview. I'm going to optimize your LinkedIn profile so people are coming to you. But I can't make you prepare for the interview. I could guide you. I could tell you what to say. I could tell you what to look for. I could tell you how to find the person that you're going to be interviewing with. I could tell you the language that they're going to use. But I can't make you study. I can't make you network. If I say apply to 70 jobs a week and you apply to 4, what are we doing? You gave me your money, it's gone. I bought groceries. So whenever you're doing all these tools and buying all this shit, I need y'all to know a resume is going to get your foot in the door. It's not going to get you the damn job. Your job in 2025, it comes from networking and it comes from the interview stage. And this is where so many people, myself included, mess up. Save your money unless you are ready to fully want a job. Please, I'm begging you. All right.
All right, so I'm gonna be flapping my ever-living gums away yapping. So if you're not interested, keep scrolling. I'm seeing a massive trend right now on social media of people, young people mostly, but of all ages groups, complaining about the job market. It is as bad, if not worse, than what you're hearing and seeing. I got laid off about 34-ish days ago. I have been actively searching for employment every single day. And to be fair, I've had more luck than others. I haven't had formal offers of employment, but I've had a couple that they probably could have been. We just didn't quite agree to terms. That happens. But I have 2 instances in particular, which I'll go through very quickly, that I want to talk about, okay? The first one is the roughest one I've ever had. So to preface, I'm a veteran of the United States military. I have my 4-year degree. I'm fluent in 3 languages. I speak German, Spanish, and English. I have some pretty good intangible skills. I would say I'm decently hireable. And on top of that, I work in aviation, which is, highly specialized, right? So definitely experience matters a lot. And I worked aviation in the military. So I have over 5 years of relevant experience as well. Anyhow, I had this interview at a different part of the country. I'm not going to say where. It's a massive airport, though. You definitely know what the airport is. You've probably flown through it before if you travel. But I live in the Southeast. So, I had multiple interviews online, like web interviews. And they said, hey, you're a finalist. We want to see you in person. I was like, all right, well, you guys are going to be okay if I end up getting selected, then I'm going to have to relocate, right? They're like, oh, yeah, no problem. We understand. I was like, okay. And then secondary, aviation's huge, right? I've worked mostly Department of Defense. So I'm not as experienced in commercial. And I made sure that was okay and that they would be interested, potentially still in hiring me, knowing this. And they were like, oh, no problem. You have transferable skills. You have relevant experience. And I did it as a civilian as well after my service. So no problem. I was like, all right, cool. I go in there, have the interview, and it's a pretty normal interview. I'm a confident and pretty collected person, so I know it's definitely not a nerves thing for me. Not that I don't feel them, but I usually do pretty good in interviews, even if I don't have the answer to the questions. And I had some questions that came my way, and I honestly didn't have good answers. And I told them, I was like, hey, I'm sorry, that definitely is something I'm not as familiar with, right? So I'll cut the chase. I didn't get the job, and that's fine. I understand that happens. Look, I'm not entitled to employment, and they are not mandated to hire me, right? Once the interview was over, they didn't give me an offer. They said, "Oh, we'll call you back in a few days." So I already was like, "All right, I'm probably not going to get the job," right? They never call me back. A week passes, nothing. 2 weeks, nothing. And at this point, obviously, I knew I didn't get it. But I was like, I want closure. So I called them, and I was like, hey, what's the status on this? The woman was aggravated that I even had the nerve to call to get a status update. They had hired somebody, and he had started already, and they hadn't sent out rejections yet because they might change their mind, is what she said. I have never heard of this. Now, during the background investigation time, that's a thing, I understand. But, holy shit. It just came across as not very professional to me from a pretty big organization. And then the second one's not that big a deal. I'll just make it quick. Had another job. I was a front candidate for it. I had multiple conversations with HR. They told me it was going to be available like a month from actually now, and they would call me in for an interview as soon as the hiring manager was ready to actually have the interviews with the people they selected, and they said that I was in that pool. I didn't hear anything, and I called today, and they got back to me within 20 minutes and said, oh, actually, we already hired somebody. This is, and I get it, it's life, right? You don't get every job, I'm not going to get into the hundreds of jobs I've applied to at this point. That's not an exaggeration. Look at the videos of these people. And if you manage to watch my video and you're here, let me know what your experiences are if you're going through this. And for my older viewers, this is happening. Don't listen. Us younger folks, we're not lying to you. All of us are going through this.
So yeah, if job hunting in 2025 has made you question your life choices, your worth, and whether you should just become a mushroom farmer in Bali, you're not alone. The system is broken, the expectations are ridiculous, and somehow everyone still wants you to have a positive attitude. But hey, if screaming into the void with style is your thing, you found the right channel. Subscribe for more painfully accurate takes. Leave a comment if you've ever been ghosted by a company after 3 interviews, and share this with your unemployed bestie. Misery loves company. Catch you in the next one, unless I finally land that job that pays in something other than experience.